Hey guys, I'm Steff and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're going to be doing another foundation review, and this is from a brand I don't think I have ever tried a foundation for on my channel. I've used several products from this brand in the past, both on and off camera, but never done a foundation review over Laura Geller. I picked this up from the QVC website, and it came with a foundation brush, and there's also a sponge in here as well. This is her new Timeless Skin Cream Compact Foundation, and the little set was $34, and it's also available right now on Easy Pay on the QVC website. Now, I decided to pick this foundation up, and here's what the compact looks like, because it is a cream foundation. And it does have a mirror, and I thought it reminded me a little bit of the KVD Good Apple Skin Balm. So I have definitely been using the KVD Good Apple foundation, and some days I love it, and some days I just don't. I just don't like it. I find that it cakes up on me a little sooner rather than later. But I wanted to see if maybe there was something else out there that was comparable to this and perhaps even better. This is why I picked up this one from Laura Geller. This is a cream compact foundation, and it does have the compartment right here for the sponge. So I thought, you know what? It's been a very long time that I don't try a foundation from Laura Geller. This sounded pretty promising, and I decided to pick it up. So we're going to be doing a 2-day 10-hour wear test per day, and I'm going to be showing you what it looks like on my 39-year-old normal to oily skin. Just a heads up, I am wearing it right now, and this is after 12 hours of wear. So if you think my skin looks okay, I think you're definitely going to want to stay tuned until the end of the video so that we can really test this out and see if it is a good alternative for the KVD, much hyped KVD Good Apple Skin Balm Foundation. So guys, before I jump into the details about this new one from Laura Geller, let me just give you a quick background on me and my skin type and my foundation preferences and all that good stuff. I am 39 years old. I have normal to oily skin, oily primarily in my T-zone. My major concerns right now are my large visible pores and the fine lines under my eye area. This is where I have the most texture on my skin, and this is the area where concealer, powder, foundation cakes up on me almost upon immediate application. Now, the first area on my face where foundation tends to break down is, of course, my nose and right here around my mouth. I have a smile line right here where foundation likes to settle in there, but not all foundations do that. What I like in a foundation is coverage, so I tend to go more for a medium to full coverage foundation, and I really like a nice glow to my skin, but I'm not opposed to trying different types of foundation finishes. So I definitely like a matte. I definitely love a dewy. I love a natural finish, a satin finish. It really, guys, the finish doesn't really matter. If I want to glow to my skin, I'll get it with a highlighter or I'll get it with the foundation, concealer, powder combo. Whatever it is, I just love trying new foundations. And I love doing foundation reviews here on my channel. You're definitely going to see a lot of that. In case you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I do hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave. But yeah, foundation reviews are definitely one of my most favorite things to do. All right, guys, so let's get on with this 2-day, 10-hour wear test of the new Laura Geller Timeless Cream Compact. First, I'm going to give you all details, show you guys some swatch photos that I did of this cream foundation from Laura Geller, comparing it to other foundations that I have in my stash, including the shade that I picked up in the KVD Good Apple. And then we'll jump into the application portion of the video, and then I'll take you through the next 2 days, and we'll see what's up with this new Laura Geller foundation. If you want to see how this wear test ends, keep on watching. Discover the next breakthrough in cream foundation with the Laura Geller Timeless Cream Foundation. The non-drying formula delivers strong skincare benefits with super hydration and flawless buildable coverage.
The foundation contains a blend of plentiful ingredients to help hydrate the skin, leaving behind nothing but a glowing appearance. How to use it? Use a brush or sponge, gently blend onto skin. Apply more on areas needing more coverage. Beautiful on its own, this foundation can also be used with Balance and Brighten to set and add coverage.
For primer, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. All right, so now let's jump into this Laura Geller Timeless Skin Cream Compact. And we do get a mirror and you get a little sponge, which I'm going to try using the sponge. And I'm also going to try using the foundation brush that came along with this. So let's start with the sponge first over here on the right side. I haven't even swatched this yet. Oh, and I just got eyeshadow on the sponge. Okay. All right, I need to clean my makeup table. All right, so let's dip in here. I think the shade's going to be a little dark for me. This one is shade Light 50, or is it Light 150? Light 150. But hopefully it'll just blend in. Feels smooth going on. And I'm seeing coverage. It's quick and easy to apply too. So I would say this is about a medium coverage right now. Now let me get the makeup brush. And I don't smell anything with this one either. Don't know how I feel about this brush. I think the shade is blending in. Definitely think I'll be able to make it work. It didn't leave any brush strokes behind. That's good. Feels like I'm getting a matte finish, or like a satin matte finish. And it's not a heavy cream either. It feels fairly lightweight. I do want to build it up, but I have a damp makeup sponge here. The other sponge was dry. I'm going to try using this one from e.l.f. Just kind of build it up in this area. This is always where I build up my foundation. I don't want to do any spot concealing in this area, just under my eyes. That way we can just see how the foundation wears. I am going to press over everything just to make sure everything is nice and blended and seamless. All right, I think that looks nice. I like the coverage. Not completely full coverage, but good enough coverage for everyday wear. It feels nice. I think it looks nice. Now I'm going to add a little bit of concealer, and the one I have here in front of me, I just got my full-size purchase of the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of that, and I'm just going to do this under my eye. Now I'm going to set my T-zone primarily and the under eye area with a little bit of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Loose Powder. And now I'm going to just spray a little bit of the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist to help mesh everything together. Alright, so let me take a close look. Everything seems to be laying just fine. The powder didn't mess with the foundation. Everything is wearing pretty well together. I feel like it's matte. I feel like it looks matte, especially after I applied the powder. But the coverage is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's completely full coverage because I feel like I can see some of my imperfections coming through. But I mean, it's good enough. It's good enough for everyday wear. So I'll be wearing this throughout the day. I am going to apply the rest of my makeup. I'll do that off camera. And then I'll come back later with a midday check-in so we can see how this new one from Laura Geller. This is my first time trying one of her foundations on my channel. This is a Timeless Skin Cream Compact Foundation. And once again, I picked up the shade Light 150. So I will catch you guys a little bit later. All right, this is the 5-hour check-in with the Laura Geller. This one is, I forget what it's called, the Timeless Skin Cream Foundation. And this is what my skin is looking like. I have been wearing a mask on and off throughout the day, but I haven't experienced any rub off yet. So I think my nose still looks good. Everywhere still looks perfect. Nothing is acting funny. Everything is just laying the way it should on my skin. I really do like the way it looks. It is more of a matte finish. Definitely more of a matte finish, and I don't mind that at all because I am a normal to oily skin type. So I really like it, and I like the coverage. I think even the shade, I'll do a picture outdoors so we can see because that's like the true lighting. But I think so far, like indoors, it looks pretty good. So I'm happy with it so far. Has another 5 hours to go, and I will be back later for another check-in. Hey guys, so I forgot to do the 10-hour check-in. So now this is 11 hours later with the new one from Laura Geller. This is her new Timeless Cream Foundation. Wow. My skin looks really, really good. I'm still pretty much matte with the exception of like right here on my nose, but my nose doesn't look too bad for 11 hours, no touch-ups, and wearing a mask. I have to say there was very, very minimal transfer, and like my nose didn't get cakey because sometimes that happens like with wearing the mask and with the rub off and stuff. I see a little bit of cakiness. And it didn't do it with this foundation. And actually around my mouth, yes, it is starting to show its signs of wear, but it's not bad. Like it looks really, really good. The coverage is still intact. I'm really impressed with it right now. Really, really impressed. I've never tried a Laura Geller like a cream or liquid foundation. All I've ever tried from her is her powder foundation, and of course like her blushes and bronzers and stuff like that. And wow. I really, really like it. My forehead is completely smooth. There is no oil, nothing. Like if you are an oily skin girl, I think this is definitely a foundation you're going to want to check out. I am enjoying it, and I'm liking the way it wears better than I do the KVD Good Apple Balm foundation, if you can believe it. But I'm going to give it another day. I'm going to try it with a different powder. Try it with a different setting spray. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the setting spray that I used like for this final product was the new one from Benefit, the POREPessional setting spray. I got the trial size, not the trial size, but I guess the travel size from Sephora during the sale. So that's the setting spray I did go in with after I finished all this makeup. And oh, the eyeshadow palette, because I know some of you will wonder about this eye look. This is the Kaleidos and Angelica Club Nebula palette. So yeah, that's what I have going on my eyes. But I'll leave the makeup deets for today in the description box of this video in case you want to check anything out. But yeah, guys, this is 11 hours later. Super, super happy with it, and I cannot wait to try this again tomorrow. Hey guys, this is day 2 of me trying out the new one from Laura Geller, the Timeless Smoothing Cream Compact Foundation. And this is what my makeup's looking like after about an hour. After about an hour of application. Everything seems to be doing just fine. Today I paired it with the NYX Bright Maker Primer, and I also paired it with a setting powder that I have from Ciate London. I got it like in a BoxyCharm or something. But this is how we're looking. It looks pretty good. No complaints, and I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, this is the 6-hour check-in with the Laura Geller foundation, the Timeless Cream Compact Foundation, and this is what my skin is looking like.
I think I was more matte yesterday, and I think it was because of the primer and perhaps the setting powder that I used, because I kind of feel like my nose is already shiny right now, and I didn't feel like that yesterday at the 6-hour check-in or this halfway mark. So everywhere else it seems to be doing fine. The only place I am not liking it right now is on my nose. I also felt like I've lost coverage already just from wearing the mask on and off throughout the day. I feel like some of it has rubbed off right here. And right in here, this area, this is my problem area, I feel like it's looking a little bit makeup-y, a little bit cakey. So definitely this time yesterday, it was much better than what it is right now, but it's still not bad. Like, it's still pretty decent. So we're gonna give this a few more hours, and I will be back at the end of the day to give you my verdict and my final thoughts on this new foundation from Laura Geller. All right, guys, it's been 10 hours with this new Laura Geller Timeless Cream Foundation. And this is what my skin is looking like. I'm definitely more shiny than I was at this point yesterday. But my forehead isn't really bad. It's just mainly my nose and then a little bit right here on my cheeks. And I have noticed that, like, right here, it did settle into my pores. And I did use a different primer today. I didn't use a pore filling primer. I used the NYX Bright Maker primer, and I can definitely see a difference in the wear, in how oily my skin got, and just how this makeup laid on my skin. So I definitely like it better with a pore filling primer. So if you have large pores like I do, then that's something that you might want to consider. I don't know, as far as like the setting powder, I don't know how much of a difference that made, because I think it really has to do with the primer and what's underneath and stuff, because I did use the same concealer also. So I think it's pretty good. It's a good medium coverage. I really don't think it's a full coverage. I think it's a good medium coverage. And I think if you're a normal to oily skin type, I think this is something that you're going to enjoy. I don't know that I would necessarily recommend this to dry skin. I feel like this might cling to some of your texture, like your dry spots and stuff. But for somebody who has a similar skin tone, or not skin tone, but a skin type as mine, then I definitely think that this is something you might want to try. If you're maybe not into the KVD Good Apple one, then this might be an alternative to that. But keep in mind, this is a very limited shade range. There's only like 9 or 10 shades in this foundation, so that definitely needs some work. But if you are a QVC fanatic like I am, then you've probably already seen this on QVC. I'm pretty sure it's already been on air. But if not, it's definitely on their website, and it does come with a brush, and it does come with that little sponge, which I like to apply it. I liked applying it with the sponge it came with. I did not like the brush that it came with. And then I would go in with my damp makeup sponge and just try and, spot conceal certain areas with it. Just kind of build it up like on my cheeks area where I wanted the most coverage. And it seemed to do a good job that way as well. But I think applying it with the dry sponge, similar to what it comes with, or just use that one, I think that's going to be the best way for you to apply this. And of course, if you have your own favorite foundation brush, which I do, I love the BK 101 foundation brush. That is an excellent foundation brush. Then by all means, go for it. Use that, and then you can maybe use the sponge to build up in certain areas. But yeah, I think it did a pretty decent job. I'm gonna want to wear this again to just really like give my final thoughts on it. So I ended up wearing it again the following day, and I paired it with the Catrice 1 Minute Face Perfector Primer, and I kept the same setting spray, which was the new Benefit POREPessional setting spray, and I also used the Rare Beauty Concealer, and it paired really, really well with all of those products. The setting powder that I went in with was the Huda Beauty baking setting powder. I don't remember the exact name of it, but all of those products together really helped the foundation wear just the same that it did on the first day. So I highly recommend, if you are of a normal to oily skin type like me, or just full on oily, you go in with your favorite mattifying or pore filling primer and your usual powder and setting spray that you know works best for you. But this foundation really is a nice one, and I'm happy to have it in my stash. But for right now, for the purpose of this video, I will give it a thumbs up because I do think it did a pretty good job. I think it did better yesterday than it did today. But that just goes to show you guys that I really do think that this is going to be for somebody with a normal to oily skin or even full on oily skin like me. But of course, go in with your favorite, pore filling or mattifying primer and then wear this. And of course, your setting powder on top. And I definitely think you'll be good to go. I like that this doesn't rub off that much. And when it does rub off, it doesn't like get cakey. Like on my nose, I think I said this yesterday, with certain foundations, well, with a lot of foundations, when I get rub off on my nose, like it starts to look cakey, like it looks makeup-y, And with this one, it didn't. It was like a natural rub off progression. So that I do like about it. And right now around my mouth, but not bad for 10 hours. It's actually pretty decent. So this is a good one. This is a good one to try out. I'm very happy with it. And I want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of this foundation? Had you heard about it? Are you going to try it? Leave it all in the comments down below. You guys know I love doing foundation reviews, and I'm sure I'm going to have another one pretty soon. So stay tuned. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.